Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown, the once proud patriarch of Sister Wives, found himself facing the kind of exposure he never imagined possible when shocking revelations unfolded in court. Peeling back the carefully constructed facade of unity and control he had spent decades building and replacing it with a harsh spotlight of hidden truths, betrayals, and a chaotic meltdown from Robyn Brown that was caught on camera for the world to see. The courtroom drama began quietly, with whispers of financial inconsistencies, family disputes, and unanswered questions about Coyote Pass, but it quickly spiraled into a bombshell event as attorneys, family members, and even former allies testified or presented evidence that painted Kody not as the strong leader of a plural family, but as a man whose reckless choices, favoritism, and manipulations had left a trail of broken trust, debt, and shattered relationships that no longer could be hidden behind TLC's cameras or scripted storylines. One of the first revelations to stun onlookers was the disclosure of financial records that allegedly showed Kody diverting family resources into accounts tied directly to Robyn, a move that seemed to confirm long-standing suspicions among fans, and even his ex-wives, that she was always the favored wife, the one who received financial stability and luxuries, while Janelle, Mary, and Christine were forced to sacrifice their own dreams for the greater good. That was really just Kody and Robyn's comfort, and when questioned about these decisions, Kody reportedly grew combative, insisting that he had always acted in the best interest of the family. But the documentation spoke louder than his denials, exposing a trail of lopsided spending that left Janelle's vision of a home on Coyote Pass in ruins, Mary scrambling to fund her own B&B, and Christine so disillusioned that she walked away altogether. The betrayals did not end with money, however, as testimony revealed years of behind-the-scenes favoritism and secret pacts between Kody and Robyn, including private decisions to secure legal protections for Robyn's children while ignoring or sidelining the needs of his other children. A truth that hit particularly hard given the strained relationships with many of his older kids who have publicly spoken about feeling abandoned, neglected, or dismissed by their father in favor of Robyn's household. And as these accounts poured out in court, observers noted that Kody's usual bravado began to crack, his voice rising in anger, his face reddening with the realization that the carefully curated image of a family united under his leadership was being torn to shreds by the very evidence he had once assumed would never see the light of day. The most explosive moment, however, came when Robyn herself, long accused by fans of crocodile tears and manipulative tactics, broke down in what appeared to be a full-scale meltdown when confronted with the accusation that she had knowingly benefited from these imbalances. Her sobbing so dramatic that even the judge reportedly appeared unimpressed, with one source saying the courtroom atmosphere shifted from sympathy to skepticism as her tears turned into a wailing performance that seemed less like genuine grief and more like desperation to salvage the image she and Kody had fought to maintain. Cameras present for the proceedings captured every detail, and while Robyn begged for understanding, claiming she never wanted to be the reason for division, the weight of the evidence suggested otherwise, showing that time and again she and Kody had made decisions that elevated her household while undercutting the others, leaving the sister wives fractured and the children feeling abandoned. Among the hidden truths revealed was the extent of debt tied to the Coyote Pass property, a number far larger than previously disclosed on the show, with unpaid taxes, mismanaged loans, and missed payments all adding up to a financial quagmire that seemed almost impossible to untangle. And when asked why these obligations had not been addressed sooner, Kody's answers grew defensive and erratic, blaming everyone from TLC producers to his ex-wives to the state of the economy, yet failing to take personal responsibility for the mismanagement that had landed him in court in the first place. Betrayal after betrayal surfaced, including reports that Kody had promised different outcomes to different wives, telling Janelle she would have her dream home, telling Mary her B&B would be supported, telling Christine her sacrifices would lead to a stronger family, while secretly prioritizing the acquisition of the Flagstaff mansion that Robyn had insisted upon, a decision that drained resources and cemented her as the center of his universe. leaving the others to grapple with broken promises and the realization that they had been manipulated into sacrificing their own security for his obsession with keeping Robyn happy. The courtroom testimony painted a devastating picture of a man who had built his life on half-truths and control, whose manipulations were finally catching up to him, and whose attempts to spin the narrative in his favor were being undone by the cold, hard facts of financial records, legal documents, and eyewitness accounts from those who had once trusted him. As Kody's composure unraveled, Robyn's meltdown only amplified the spectacle, with her sobbing interruptions forcing the judge to call for order multiple times, a display that some described as theatrical and calculated, yet others saw as the raw panic of a woman realizing that the empire she had tied her future to was collapsing before her very eyes. Fans who later saw leaked clips of the courtroom footage were quick to voice their reactions, calling the entire ordeal karma in real time, with many noting that the image of Kody, red-faced and angry, alongside Robyn, tear-streaked and wailing, was the perfect encapsulation of everything they had long suspected, that behind the scenes of Sister Wives was not a family working together in unity but a man propping up one relationship at the expense of all the others, and that betrayal had finally been dragged into the light. The fallout from this courtroom exposure is likely to ripple far beyond the legal proceedings, with potential consequences for TLC's future with the show, for Kody's already fractured relationships with his children, and for Robyn's reputation, which may never recover from the image of her public breakdown. While some speculate that TLC might seize upon the drama for another season, others argue that the damage is so severe, the revelations so damning, that Sister Wives may have reached a point of no return, where the focus is no longer on plural marriage as a lifestyle, but on the spectacular downfall of the man who once claimed to embody it. Regardless of what happens next, one thing is certain. Kody Brown has been exposed, his betrayals laid bare, his favoritism undeniable, and with Robyn's meltdown immortalized on camera, the hidden truths of the Brown family are hidden no more, leaving only the wreckage of a dream that was never what it seemed, and the harsh reality of a man facing the consequences of years of arrogance, manipulation, and misplaced loyalty that has finally caught up to him in the one place he cannot control, the courtroom. Christine Woolley's enigmatic tattoo gave viewers of Sister Wives yet another reason to talk. She is not new to the tattoo industry, but this one is actually drawing attention. Apparently, the celeb got it on her leg, and it isn't something that fans expected her to do. So when they saw it on her leg, they couldn't believe it. But that's not all. Apparently, Christine's tattoo has great significance because of the meaning that it carries. There is a lot more to the story, so she seems well thought out. Is this true? What's the deal with this? Read on for more information about Christine and her tattoo. Christine Woolley, star of Sister Wives, is embracing her brand new life. She has not only removed the weight of her toxic wedding band, but also shed all of her extra pounds. The celebrity recently posted a picture of herself before and after on Instagram.